My name is Mary Achola. I work for Fips Africa as a field youth officer in Kakamega. In Kenya, currently the population of youth is about 35%. And according to our constitution, youth is supposed to range from 18 years to 35 years of age. Most challenges that these youth face out here, it's unemployment, whereby we've recovered that 67% of these youth are unemployed. And then there's labor market with no skills. They usually don't have skills. They have limited access to lands. And then most of them lack extension services as well as advisory services. Lastly, most of them usually have capital challenges.
My name is Raymond Alan Kojo. I work for Fips Africa as the partnerships and communications lead. Given the challenges that young people face in Kenya today, Fips endeavored to engage with young people in 2017. And in the beginning, what we realized is that when the village-based advisors, abbreviated as VBAs, were doing their work, working with the farmers, you'll find 1 or 2 or 3 young people following them, being curious about the work they do. So that raised our attention to start focusing on young people. But also is at that time that we realized that there is opportunities within agriculture to engage young people.
I'm Henry Kafuna, age 29 years old, have got a background in Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics. I heard about Fips in 2023, that was in September, at the time of exchange visits, and we started the journey together up to now. Currently, I'm doing agribusiness. To be specific, that is poultry value chain, African leafy vegetables, as well as farming, and black soldier fly farming. So the training and support I received from Fips Africa on poultry value chain, it is about disease management, production part of it, market linkages. Then we have this as more upcoming technologies, that is conical gardens, installation. You can see from my farm we have tower gardens. That's the technology I have received from Fips Africa. Apart from that, training and partnership with different stakeholders like Cosmos and whatever. Apart from trainings, I received small packs. Before I joined Fips Africa, I used to earn 10,000 shillings per month from the sale of 50 to 100 birds that I used to rear. Currently, I'm earning 30,000 Kenya shillings per month. That's a net profit from the sale of my birds, trainings, sale of African leafy vegetables, sale of black soldier fly starter kits, then sale of azolla seeds. Apart from selling products from my farm, I also do trainings and consulting services. With my net profit I do earn from my agribusiness, 30% of it normally goes to the support to our family. That's my sisters, brothers, in terms of paying rent. Then to our family at large, that is securing food security. With my commitment, I have managed to train more than 1,000 Kenyan youths. That is in this year, 2025, since January. We have a lot of people, basically young people, who have benchmarked on my farm. They have gained knowledge through me, and they have kickstarted their project in poultry and African leafy vegetables.
I'm Yvonne Adaki Elizabeth, 25 years of age. Currently, I'm doing agribusiness that is on poultry and African leafy vegetables. The opportunities and skills that I've gained from Kafuna is when I'm in need of feeds, those feeds that are at least cheaper, Henry connects me with some agro dealers. When I'm facing some challenges on my farm, I do consult Henry. Since engaging Fips Africa, previously the last month I was getting 5,000 shillings per month, but currently I'm getting 15,000 shillings per month. At least I can help my siblings. When there is shortage of school fees, at least I can help them in one way or another. There are some basic needs that they need, I can cater for them. When my child is, for example, if he is sick, I can cater for that bill.
When we started engaging young people, we had 4 key areas that through their engagement, they were going to contribute to. One of them, by the virtue that we were engaging them in agricultural activities, one, they were contributing to food security. 2, through their engagement in these agricultural activities, when they produce, they will earn income. So we wanted to also ensure that through this engagement, they are earning income, and therefore they are earning decent income and also creating employment opportunities for themselves and for the rest of the youths that they engage with. Ultimately, we also wanted these young people, or we are aiming for these young people to get formalized into groups that can then have them being recognized and them being given a voice to speak about their own issues and articulate their own needs.
Through Fips Africa, we managed to have a group called AgriHub Youth Group, duly registered, and currently it was registered under Department of Social Protection. Currently, I'm mentoring it in terms of agribusiness activities, both in poultry, African leafy vegetables, azolla farming, and black soldier fly farming. With the group, we have 20 people, and we envision to recruit more and more youths.
We've been able to support formalization of 360 youth groups. Now, from these 360 youth groups, 117 of them have been able to access funding from different institutions, including financial institutions, and this funding accumulates to 20 million Kenyan shillings. Now, it's interesting to note that this 20 million, 60% of it has been loans, and 40% have been grants.
I'm Frederick Okoth, the Sub-County Social Development Officer. Kolomani is in Kakamega County. Fips Africa has been one of the partners which has come on board to support our community initiatives through groups. Most youths who are learned are not willing to take up some of the opportunities that are available, but now we need another eye to come and encourage our youth that there are opportunities. I know Fips, they also give them support in terms of training and how to manage their project. They also support them in matters monitoring and evaluation of their project. They also support them in linkages so that they are able to even widen their network and support them in areas that perhaps the government have not been able to capture their interest.
I'm Mutanda Gladson Msuya, the County Credit Officer in charge of Youth Fund Bungoma County. Youth Fund is a government initiative. We support the youth in terms of youth empowerment. And normally we do public sensitization through public barasas and even other entities like Fips. They normally sensitize for us in the field to support the youth initiative so that they engage the youth. They get funding from Youth Fund. Fips is really training the youth that are being more equipped with that information. So it has made our work easier. We come in as credit officers. Our work is just to fund the groups for them to do what? To start implementing what they had given us as their proposal.
With the Fips Africa, they have linked us as AgriHub Youth Group to Youth Enterprise Fund, where we have been allocated 200,000.
My name is Edgar Kide. I work with the Youth Enterprise Development Fund as the Assistant County Credit Officer, Busia County. We supported AgriHub Youth Group because they met the criteria. 1, they were between that age bracket. 2, they had started poultry keeping. They were doing indigenous leafy vegetable, and we were to come in and support so that they can grow because they had a ready market. The impact that can be justified is that after financing them the Kenya shillings 100,000, they repaid that loan and they came up with another project of dairy farming. Thereafter, they have applied for the second loan of Kenya shillings 200,000.
Basically, this informs us that a single step with an individual young person can grow into a big opportunity that then helps a lot of people. And there's a lot of funding out here that if we purposefully engage with young people, we can be able to tap into these opportunities that can then build the rest of them.
Thanks, Fips Africa.
Thank you, Fips Africa.
Thanks, Fips Africa.
Thank you, Fips Africa.
Thanks, Fips Africa.
Thank you, Fips Africa.
Thank you so much, Fips Africa.
Thank you, Fips Africa.